Good day from Rome, a very wet Rome, on this, the first day of the papal conclave of 2013. At this hour, at St. Peter's Basilica, just beyond my left shoulder, the College of Cardinals are preparing to enter the Sistine Chapel, where they will elect the next successor of St. Peter. Now, virtually no one expects a decision today. Still, this has been a month of surprises in Rome, and it is a city steeped in tradition that is uncomfortable with surprises. In the short 29 days since Pope Benedict XVI stunned the world by announcing his resignation, this city has been transformed. I had a cab driver who called it controlled chaos. More than 5,000 journalists representing every conceivable form of media have descended on the Vatican, a mere 2/10 of a mile square, and they are all in search of a story. They'll settle for a soundbite, but they will find little more than speculation. The world is paying attention. In recent days, the talk here has focused on candidates from the Western Hemisphere, one from South America and 3 from North America. The names, I'm sure, are familiar to you. A mere month ago, the suggestion that a North American might be elected Pope would have gotten you laughed out of every bar in Rome, including the one at the North American College. Yet Pope Benedict's momentous decision, unprecedented in the modern age, has unexpectedly opened up a space in which the unthinkable has become thinkable. And this is necessarily so, because the Church's challenges are enormous. A crisis of governance at the heart of the Church's bureaucracy, a crisis of confidence in the Church's ability to reconcile in the wake of the sexual abuse crisis, and a crisis of belief in a rapidly secularizing West. Is an American Pope, even a North American or South American Pope, likely? It's impossible to tell. But the very fact that every possibility is being considered reveals the sobriety with which this moment in the Church's history is being considered in every quarter of the Church, and certainly here in her historic capital. Now, I have throughout the morning received your tweets, and I am very pleased that so many of you responded. I do not have time to answer all of them, and so I just selected a few. One of our readers tweeted, "How many non-cardinals are in the Sistine Chapel during the vote?" They had heard about others taking a secrecy oath. The answer is that very few people are in the college, in the Sistine Chapel, other than the cardinals, if any at all. Many more, however, have sworn secrecy, because they may, in the course of their work, overhear cardinals talking. This includes the secretary of the college, doctors and nurses that are there to assist the infirmed, sacristans, confessors, even waiters in the hotel where the cardinals are staying, and, yeah, the guy driving the bus that contains the cardinals. Another reader tweets to ask, if cardinals are looking for an effective administrator and an effective evangelist, how will they compare the two? The answer is, with great difficulty. First, the pool of potential candidates is quite small. Second, no one is perfect, and no one is universally talented. The most important quality, of course, is holiness. Is this man a man of prayer? And if so, then he is likely to be an effective evangelist. Then the question becomes, can he manage? Can he govern effectively? But holiness and prayer are the top priorities. A third reader tweets, how do they get the smoke to turn white after the Pope is elected? The answer is that in order to produce the right color of smoke, a precise mixture of chemicals must be used. That requires an auxiliary device that must be managed by a complex of valves and digital technology. In other words, we are using the very latest technology in order to ensure that this all looks as old-fashioned as possible. Will it work? Vatican sources at the press conference yesterday said that they will not have a practice run for fear that it would start a panic in the piazza. And so we have simply one more uncertainty in a day filled with them. Lastly, another reader tweeted, does the newly elected Pope get to go home first and get his stuff, or is he stuck in Rome for good? The answer is, he stays in Rome. and he sends somebody to go back and get his stuff and bring it to Rome for him. He'll have somebody do that for him. In fact, he'll have somebody do almost everything for him in the days after his election. That's it for now. Be sure to check back at americamagazine.org throughout the week for updates on the Papal Conclave. For America Magazine, I'm Matt Malone at the Vatican.